So it's the 29th of March 2007 and we just completed a Lightning Process training. This is an interview with some people who are involved. First person is Jeff, who was observing the training because he did his training in May and he's now becoming a practitioner. So Jeff, if you'd like to tell us first of all about your story. How long did you have ME?
I had it for 6 years.
Okay. And you called it ME or something else?
PBFS.
Okay. And how did it affect your life?
I was out of work for 6 years, lost a year of my youngest child's life, housebound, wheelchair bound, everything really.
And what was the furthest distance you could walk?
About 100 yards before it would put me in bed for a week.
Okay, and what results did you get of doing your training in May 2006?
After the first day I was able to walk 10 miles, and then the total of 3 days I walked 23 miles.
Excellent. And have you had any relapses in the last year? Do you expect to?
No.
Any message to somebody watching this video?
Yeah, I would seriously suggest ringing up Phil or going to the website, getting the information and coming and doing it because it works.
Okay, so that's Jeff. He did it in May a year ago. The other people here have just finished. This is their third day of the Lightning Process. If you'd like to say your first name?
Hello, I'm Claire.
And how long did you have whatever you had?
I had chronic fatigue syndrome for 9 years.
Okay, and how did it affect your life?
I had to give up my job. I was a teacher and stopped seeing my friends, became quite housebound, had to use a wheelchair and a mobility scooter.
Excellent. And what results have you got by being here?
Dramatic results. I'm free of pain, I can walk. I read a book for 4 hours, which is something I've not done for 7 or 8 years.
Okay, and what are you looking forward to doing with the rest of your time?
Having a life, going out, dancing, walking, long walks, just not having to think, can I do this or not, just doing it.
What do you feel is required from the training to get the kind of results that you've got?
Openness to really look at your beliefs about your illness and yourself and challenge them and change them and consistently challenge them.
Okay. And does the Lightning Process say that ME is in the mind?
No.
Okay.
No.
Any message for anybody watching this?
Yes, seriously think about doing this. Talk to Phil if you have any questions. And,
Great, thank you. Next up, if you'd like to say your name.
Alison.
And how long have you had whatever you had, Alison?
Nearly 4 years.
And what did you call it?
ME.
And how did it affect your life?
I was housebound for the first year and I couldn't walk very far and I felt very isolated. That was the main thing.
And what results have you got by being here?
Just fantastic. I just feel much more energised. I can walk without worrying about whether I should be walking. The distance I walk, and it's just unbelievable, really.
Fantastic. Have you got ME anymore?
No.
Okay, and do you expect to relapse at any point?
No.
And what are you looking forward to doing?
Looking forward to playing tennis, learning to play golf, working, all sorts of things.
What do you feel has been required from you to get the results that you've got?
To focus on what we're taught. Yes, it's mainly focusing on it.
Okay. Any message for anybody watching this?
Please, you just have to try it and look on the website or talk to Phil.
Great, thank you very much. Next up, if you'd like to say your name.
Emma.
And how long did you have whatever you had?
I had ME for 3 years.
Okay, and how did it affect your life?
I was unable to work for most of that time. Unable to do kind of household duties and jobs, shopping and restricted social life.
And what results have you got as a result of being here?
Well, we went up to London yesterday and went to the theatre, had a long walk, over an hour's walk, which I haven't done for 3 years, and I just feel full of energy.
Have you got ME anymore?
No.
And do you ever expect to relapse?
No.
And any message for anyone?
Yeah, I'd say seriously think about doing it. If you've got to be 100% committed to it, and look on the website and look into it.
Great, thank you. And your name, please?
I'm Sandra.
And what did you have, Sandra?
I had ME
And how long did you have it for?
for 20 years.
Okay. And what did that do for you? How did it affect you?
Well, it was an awful life. I couldn't be the wife, the mother or the daughter that I wanted to be. I was virtually housebound for most of the time. I was dependent on other people. And I was constantly worrying about relapsing.
Great. And what results have you got by being here?
I just feel a completely different person. I feel free, excited. I just feel completely different.
Do you have your ME anymore?
No,
Okay. And do you expect to relapse at any point?
no.
And any message for anyone
Well,
watching?
do it. Really, really.
What do you feel is required from them to get the same kind of results that you have?
Well, I think you have to come with an open mind. I think you have to be committed. I think you have to be prepared to do the work yourself.
Great, thank you. And lastly, you could say your name for the camera.
Hi, I'm Jane.
And how long have you had what you had, Jane?
Well, I've had a post-viral, what I call mystery illness for about just over a year now.
Okay, and how's that affected your life?
I haven't been completely housebound, but I haven't been able to do exercise, take my children to and from school, and basically be what I would call a proper mother.
And what results have you got as a result of attending the Lightning Process?
I feel that I've learned some tools to break the cycle of my illness, which, when I apply them, work, and I just feel much more positive about my future and the future of my children.
Do you expect to have a relapse?
No, I'm determined I will not have a relapse.
Any message for anybody watching this?
I just think if you're in that position, you've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. And as long as you're open-minded and willing to listen and carry out what you're taught, it's fantastic.
Great, thank you very much. Thank you to you all.